Oh, hail Cal. Welcome, Raiders. You join us for the end of Cute Cat Puzzle Game, assuming that the update has fixed the bug that they introduced with the other update. Well, then I guess we might as well get started. Yoink. Hello, hello. We are Cute Catto here. We can split into two cats. And we use our powers to solve puzzles. We're almost at the end of the game. We're going to stop a black hole that is forming in the quantum realm from destroying all of space and time across its realm and ours. Yeah. Alright. And yes, it looks like the patch has fixed things. We can now go up and down this instead of there being an invisible wall. For progress. Yeah. This one seems very easy. Oh, that's not actually one of the buttons. We don't have level 5 clearance yet, so we can't do that. Am I just blind? Ah, there's some up high. But how do we get up high? Over here. Well, one of the things we need to do is right there, so before we run further away, let's do that. Seems like a relatively easy collectible to get. Alright. So this is interesting in that you can play it, even though it's obviously intended to be a co-op puzzle game, it actually controls pretty well in single player. Nope, no, come on, down. No game. Down. That is the one aspect of the game that I find annoying. The auto-jumping is kinda bad. But the rest of the game, I think overall, 8 out of 10. Probably 9 out of 10 if they fix the auto-jumping. Right, both, left, both, right, both, left. Right. Right, both, left, both, right, both, left. Next. Right, both, both, right, left, both, right, both. Right, both, both, right, left, right, both, right, both. Final one. Right, left, right, both, both. Right, left, right, both, both. Left, right, both, right, both, right, right, right. Merge, press button. Clearance level 5. Can we finally open... So in theory we could go back now and open all those things we couldn't open before. If you wanted to be 100% completionist, man. Consider iron handcuff contract for Road. He's a liability. Ooh. Susan, this is crazy. There's something big going on. Something called production and shipping. I did see mention of a few of these in the older logs. Seems like it's under tight security clearance, not for general staff, and what's more, it's accessible from test subject processing. Right back at the start of the game. It was under our noses all along? Seems so. Head back to the elevator room and then the construction site of test subject processing. So, elevator. Knock over all the stuff in the CEO's office because he's a jerk. Hack his computer. Okay, and then it was construction site. Save. You're in the correct area, Mittens. Now you need to explore and find a way into production and shipping. Any pointers? A location called Animal Containment was flagged as being nearby. Isn't that where I first fell into the facility? Is it trying to tell me off for going where I went? Still no way in there. Well, let's try this way. See if there's anything obvious that our new security clearance will let us do. No, this feels like too far now. this is where I first fell, and we were told to come to there, so maybe no. There's that way, but there was also something over here. But we can't open that? That doesn't feel right. Neither does this. Should at least take us back to closer to where we were meant to be. No, it says I am here, but I was meant to be there. This is a very big single area. Is it going to give us the same message again? Maybe the hint is that we go in this? Ooh, money, 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 money! Okay, this looks like what we were actually told to go to. And yet, no? Yeah. Hack, 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 hack. Become physical. It also looks like there's a high ground, something special. This is an easy one. I suppose the challenge is in getting here at all. Oh, it's the other side of the... I'm an idiot. Okay. So then through the 3-door. No! No. Yes. No. Come on, down. Thank you. Level 5 access. Hack, 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 hack. And level 4 access. Become a physical, use the teleporter. Become physical, activate the fence. Become a physical, go back through the teleporter. Merge, walk across the bridge. This is it, Susan. I'm about to enter the espionage department. Mittens, I think this will be a one-way trip. If there's anything else you want to take care of, now is the time to do so. Using this airlock is a point of no return. Until you complete the game, you'll not be allowed to leave the espionage department. After completing the game, you will be allowed to return to this point, and then you can continue exploring. Acknowledged. It would be nice if there was a make on-screen message go away button, but save. No door. Also no door. How do we get up to the high ground? Yes, up. And then up. Up. Feels like maybe there was a down there? Not yet. Go around, says the game. Fair enough. Down, down. Down, down, doorway. Ada! I see renewed purpose in your face, Mittens. I thank you for being here now. You seem, I don't know, more rooted, more tangible. We are drawing near to a point of great importance. I do not know if that point is in space or time, but as we progress, I feel more feline. Cool, let's go save the world. You sure we can't go back through that other door? Yes. Okay. And puzzle time. Save. Lab notes. They're trying to get the machine ready for human trials. These notes, the handwriting looks familiar. Looks like scribbles and symbols to me. It's written in a cipher. I can translate it. How? I don't know. I'll be sending all of this back to Lazy Susan. My affinity with the electromagnetic spectrum will allow me to translate. The cat is the actual source of the bad guy's, like, knowledge? Oh, remerge. I recognize this apparatus. This stuff is ancient. You said you were once like me before you were lost to the Crux. How long have you been marooned there? I don't remember when I lost or how it happened. I can't remember anything before the Crux, yet you recognize the technology? One thing's for sure, this old technology and your quantum state are somehow connected. I won't disagree, I anticipate we will learn more as you explore, and yet I feel trepidation. This area is a bit too dimly lit for me. Old man likes brightly lit room. Ah, the crystal stuff. Hack, 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 hack. Old lab access. Save point. Why not? There's something tickling inside my mind. It throbs like a thorn-pricked paw. Tread carefully. Susan, I've got news. I'm all ears, Chief. The archive department is just the tip of the iceberg. It connects to an area known as the Old Lab. Jeepers, how old are we talking? Decades at least. FJ, we're examining some apparatus from the Old Lab. It looks 1930s. Wow. We've got to get back to exploring. Keep sending the intel through, it's fascinating stuff. I found something exciting. There's a plaque here. It looks decades old. Can you read it? It's scuffed, but I can make out the first letter in each word. You might want to be sitting down for this. You know me, Mittens, I'm always sitting. The 3 letters are D-E-S. A progenitor for the dual event synthesizer? I think so, but just in case... No, sorry, but if that is the case, FJ didn't create the technology, they stole it. Something terrible is happening here, or has happened, or is going to happen. My sense of time is in flux. I'm concerned. Be careful. Note. Macro scale test results 2. Apparatus construction. Susan, sit down even harder than you've ever sat down before. What is it? I'm serious, it's incredible. Stop pussyfooting around and tell me. It doesn't stand for the dual event synthesizer. It's Dr. Elvir Schrankung. What? This is Dr. Schrankung's lab? It seems so. My heavens. This alone is the find of the century. What else lies to be discovered? This machine, I remember. This is where it happened. Where what happened? Where you became a quantum orphan? Yes. You remember your owner? I remember being loved. Do you think your owner was a scientist named Dr. Schrankung? That name, I know it, but I feel nothing. But I look at this machine and I feel fear and loss. It is not a good place, Mittens. Aww. Macro scale test results 7. Wait, that suggests that there was a... Yeah, we can go downstairs as well. No, this way is blocked by rubble. Fair enough. This bedroom. This was a place where I felt safe. This is Elvis's bedroom. I believe not. Then whose is it? Old lab diaries. Some sort of tragedy occurred. The cat is actually the doctor's daughter. I know whose bedroom this is. Does the name Edith mean anything to you? Edith, my Edith, how could I forget you? I'm so sorry. Time passes, it is unimportant. She doubtlessly forgot about me. We must put this from our minds and press on. Our work now is more important than anything else. Beeline, Edith's pet. How could I? I am a monster! Subject responded to method negatively. No further testing. Dispose of body. Tell Edith the cat ran away. Abandon research in this cursed lab. Hide the truth. This was a thought experiment, nothing more. What have I done? Is there also a further to the right? There is. I made a friend! And a cat came up to me. It's got half black, half white. She lives with me in the submarine now. I'm staying with Uncle Elva. I get my own bedroom, but I do get a bit lonely here. The cat ran away. Uncle said so. And Uncle gave me a bracelet that I gave to the cat. It seems that Edith did not forget me. She loved you. I'm sorry that you lost each other. She thought I'd come back, but I've let her down. Edith could still be alive. It's possible. I'll do you a deal. We save existence, then we'll help you find Edith. Deal. I have to go home. I know Lucky is out there, and if she comes back, I want her to know I was looking for her. But I miss her, so I put her collar on her favorite cushion. I love you. Aww. And it was the cat's collar stone that was the key to the technology. Wonderful news, Mittens! Susan, Ada, is going through some stuff. Can you keep this a bit low-key? I saw the notes. Truly tragic. There aren't words. But Mittens, I've cracked it. Cracked what? The equations, the calculations, the ramifications. Jubilations. It's a celebration. Susan! I think this is the answer to everything. We can save the day. I'll loop Ada in, but go easy on her. Nope, we can't interact with those. That makes it seem like maybe we were meant to go to the right first, so let's have a look at that right space. Ah, this was the other side of the blocked off by rocks thing. Okay. It's strange to simultaneously confront both the end and beginning of your own life. Should I call you lucky now, or who I was and who I am now? What has happened cannot be undone. I am Ada. Lazy Susan thinks she has the answers. I'm all ears. First, can I just say I'm so... Hedgehog friend, share your good news. The accident. I'll start. Your collar. Do you remember what it was made of? I wasn't even aware of my own past life until 5 minutes ago. Fair. I guess it's a mystery we won't be solving today. The machine interacted with the pendant, changing its molecular state. It's called ether ore, but more importantly, the machine worked, and it caused you to become a dual event. But why is she not like me? Why is there only one? Ada was split exactly as the ether ore changed state, and that process was fatal, but only to one of Ada's possible existences. I was both alive and dead. When the dust cleared, and Dr. Schrankung observed the results, he observed you half deceased. And after he disposed of the other you, I became detached, a quantum orphan, and over time, you fell into the crux. Have you found a way to save Ada? I don't think so. You're right. Without your twin, you can't return. I'm sorry. Surely we can do something. She's been through so much. There is something. It won't fix things, but it might help. The old machine, if it still works, the staff couldn't work it out. But with the notes that Ada has deciphered, I think I can make it function again. What would it do? The collar pendant. The collar pendant from the prototype rift generator. It's my link to reality. What are you suggesting? If you both enter the machine, your dual event nature Mittens and your theoretical nature Ada will converge via the link of the collar pendant. We will be connected. You'll be my anchor in reality. It should keep Ada out of harm's way from the crux. Do I need to remind you that the singularity puts all possibility in harm's way? That's part 2 of the plan. Let's get part 1 done first. So what, you want us to hop in here? You sure this is safe? The last time you asked me that, everything was fine. I did get split in two. I've triple-checked the calculations. You'll almost certainly survive. Everyone in position? Are you both ready? I've got nothing else I'd rather be doing. Let's go. Smashing! Power to the emitters in 3, 2, 1. Phase fluctuation steady. How's things inside? My whiskers are tingling. I don't feel anything. Stage 2. My tail fur is standing on end. Just like in the DES. And Ada? There's a pull. Like a shift in gravity. It pulls not downwards, but inwards. There's no turning back. Stage 3. Susan, should the machine be shaking like this? I'm a bit concerned. The inwards pull is getting powerful. I'm cutting power. It's too risky. What's happening? The power's been cut, but the process is still happening. There's some kind of resonance cascade. I can't stop it. Well, if we're stuck on the ride, let's see it through. I believe the term is, what the hell? I'll monitor the process, but it's in your hands now. The cascade is tipping into a Helvetica scenario. I think this is it, Mittens. Mittens, Ada, good luck. Mittens, are you okay? A bit fuzzy-headed, but I think I'm fine, thank goodness. I don't feel any different. Did it work? Can you try fusing? Am I fused? What? I am fused, aren't I? I'm still inside the machine. That can't be. Your position data is reading as 2 separate locations. I think the machine itself has become split. That can't be good. And I'm trapped inside. Get me out. The connections are down. The machine's out of my control. What do I do? You have the power to save yourself. You must concentrate. Collapse your superposition to escape. Press both fuse buttons. What happened? I tried to fuse and now I'm here, outside of the machine. Incredible. I watched your split position signal snap back to a single point. It's like when you were caught in the Heisenberg fields and collapsed back to a fused cat. But I can cause it spontaneously by concentrating? But how? I don't understand how this machine could make that happen. It's not the machine, it's you, isn't it, Ada? We are bound together. This brings me closer to reality and gives you a bit of extra theoretical sauce. Cats, focus. We've got an existential threat to quash. Mittens, work your way out of the old lab, back to the facility. This power will let you access production and shipping. Roger. Okay, so we can now merge whenever we want. But to what end? Doesn't this just get me stuck in here? It would if we can't jump down from there, but we can. Ah, but by being in there and out of there, we can get into there. Alright. So this wasn't just a pointless room. The point of this room is so that we can snap into the middle, in here. You can only collapse if there is no obstruction, there is not a long drop, you are observed, you will collapse to that cat rather than the middle. So I have to hop off of there. Dave? How do I merge normally now, though? I guess we can't? Doesn't some part of this room have to not be in the light in order for me to actually escape game? Okay, I can use that to teleport. No, that's teaching you can use that to teleport, not just average. Hey, LVGF. Thank you and welcome. Meow. Meow indeed. Well, I thought there might be something over there, but there doesn't seem to be. Really? We can't fall down? Maybe I need to stand on it and then... Alright. But now how do I get the other me down there? Like that. Do I want to go that way, or do I want to go this way? Unclear. Save. Can't I use this to average my way into the middle of this biosphere thing? This was the door that we couldn't get into at the start. Okay, we can average our way into here. Did the cat get chonkier? You can do all sorts of cosmetic-y things. So we've currently got on cat lion mane, and we are big lion-y. We are the biggest, most lion-y body I could make. We were letting lion into our heart. This is it, Susan. I'm about to enter production and shipping. I'm getting enormous energy readings from your sensors. I suspect communications will be disrupted as you ascend. You will be on your own, with no idea what's down there or how to stop it. Ada will be with me, but Susan, if I don't make it back, shush. Get down there and save the universe. I'll see you after for catnip and worms. Dibs on the catnip. Susan, thank you for everything. Likewise, Chief. It's a huge mining operation. The ether ore in the rock itself. We're directly below the old lab. The accident must have caused all this, somehow fused the rock into ether ore. Really, it felt like we were going to get off there. Here is where we get off. Ether or processing. But yeah, in the save booths, or at least the advanced save booths like this one, you can, what was the button? You can enter into the customization mode, and slowly across the course of the game you find and unlock more customizations, which you spend the collectible points on. So all the money points and the microchips and quantum shard things you spend getting these collectibles. Well, those collectibles you spend doing these customizations. So, like, we could be fighter pilot, kitty cat. I kind of like the fighter pilot one. And we got a bomber jacket. Cowbell. Maybe just the default one? Oh. Bow tie? A clock? Skull and crossbones would go with the pirate hat. Oh, it would need far more money. We haven't got all the money, says the game. Alright. But yeah, it can also be ultra chonk, long smooth fur, normal ass, shorter fur, matted fur, extra puffy tail, and wet. We can go back to being normal ass for a while. So fighter pilot version of normal ass. There's also a rainbow one that I think is a bit hideous myself. I do not appreciate Rainbow Cat. I don't get how being here would help us. Maybe we can hop on the pipe? No, we cannot. That might just be a link back point. Alright. This way. Access forbidden. Okay, then it's not just a link back point. There's something I didn't understand. Can we average ourselves from here to there to be on the inside of... No, this counts as a long drop. I can't weasel my way in that way. Well, then I don't know what to do. Maybe I can average ourselves vertically between here and the top? Yes. Ada, I'm glad you're here. We're entwined. Where else would I be? So, what are we up against? Probability fluctuations cloud my senses. The path ahead is unknown. Let's find out what Flagrante Johan is up to. Okay, we've got a teleporter, but we don't have a... Ah, the light moves. Alright. So, one of us wants to stay here. The other one of us wants to hop in to the moving light, then go in the teleporter. You come to the other end. Do we not just want to average our way into the middle? I feel like we just want to average our way into the middle. That teleporter goes downstairs. Ah, we needed to take the weight downstairs. So yoink the weight. Teleport the weight downstairs. Then use that to collapse me to downstairs. Then presumably we want the other side. And then we use the other side to average our way into the middle. We cannot go left yet, so right we go. Save point. They're refining ether ore into crystals, a huge amount. We're talking a huge amount of rift generators. For what purpose? Okay, it's just a battery resummoner. Then we've got a teleporter, but we need a camera. That gets us a camera. So we can use the teleporter to get to the other side. Then we would want the power on the other side. But we need both powers on the other side. Does this teleporter go to the other side's teleporter? Okay. Then we hop out of here, we grab this power. Oh. No, there's some sort of order of operations importance. We do not do that one yet. Which means that we must do this one first. That one, which does this camera. Which means I could teleport over there. We could split up again. You could go through this teleporter. Then pick up the other battery. And then we've solved the puzzle. We've got an unpowered teleporter. We've got a one-way orange cat-only gate. A place that wants a battery. Can we bring the battery from the previous room, or is that disallowed? No, that's disallowed. We can average our way onto this platform in the middle. Which lets us grab a battery, which lets us turn on this light. Or do we take the battery? No, we can't take the battery out, doesn't do anything. So, teleporter, then we can move the battery. Up to here. And we could collapse us over to there. Yeah, that seems reasonable. And we can split up again. You can phase through the wall. Unobserved. Pull the switch. Grab the battery. Grab the battery. Huh. How are we going to get the battery here and... Oh, I'm an idiot. You teleport the battery, then you pull the switch. Now we have solved the puzzle. There's money up there. Money, 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 money. It's not actually a door. Save point, why not? Okay, we've got a camera. A toilet? A quantum toilet? Oh, they were using the ore to teleport their poop away. Why would I want to come down here? Because it will let us average our position into the middle? That doesn't feel like the average. That feels like it's much closer to the top than the bottom. Same story again. Power that. Loop around a third time. Which lets us teleport straight to the bottom. Save. Alright, we open that from some other location. Is there further this way? There is not. Save point. We could become theoretical and go through that cage entrance that we just described as being non-passable. Become physical so that we're allowed to drop down, hack the computer. Average ourselves into the room. Ada, what is that thing? I don't know its purpose, but it seems to be creating and devouring quantum orphans at an alarming rate. We found the source of the detritus flooding the crux. How do we stop this orphan devourer? The crux remains in danger while the singularity persists. We also need to bring it back from crux into reality. There is perhaps a way. I will return. Sorry? Why would I want that space? We've also got a doggo. Where do you take me? Oh, okay, that's just where the doggo ejects us. Can I average ourselves on top of the doggo? Take that, doggo! Oh, how the tables have turned. Finish saving. Hack, hack, hack. They're using the teleportation to deal with poop. They're shipping Rift-enabled toilets around the world. This is an alarming development. What's going on? I mean, if I can get to the other side of the dog as well, we could blow up that dog. Which gives us a new key card. Which... Well, I am a bit bamboozled. How do we use this key card to do anything new? I don't know. Is there a spotlight somewhere? Can I become theoretical as my solution? No. I can't I can't start the merging process while the doggo is latching onto us. And there's no ink source, so I can't, like, attract the robot to walk over the doggo for us. I must just be being big dumb. Oh, we don't carry the chevron, is the answer. But then how do I get the chevron here? We pick it up, and then we average ourselves to here. Okay, I am big dumb. Also, that feels like you could bug things out. Because this cares about how close this is to this. Oh, maybe not. Maybe you can't use the teleport explosion to move it. Okay, we can block Doggo. And then get on both sides of Doggo. And then blow up Doggo. No, that won't let us blow up. It depends where this doggo deposits us. Where do you deposit us, friend? Okay, so yes, that will let us blow up this dog. Now we have to blow up the other dog. Which I think is the same process. I think we let you eat us intentionally. Then we average ourselves on either side of you. Ah. No. How do we get you over there? Oh, that's easy, actually. No, well, yeah, you just walk over, and And then ta-da, we've got it on the right side of the room. But I can't insert it unless we blow up the dog. To blow up the dog, we want to be here and there. I don't know how I get to the other side of... Maybe we can average ourselves diagonally? Okay, we can average ourselves diagonally, is the lesson we're meant to have learned from that. Don't just think in up, down, left, right. Okay, where does that go? We can use that to blow up the dog? Which lets us into the middle, but that doesn't do anything. I suppose it lets both of us across here. We need Clover keycard access. Save. Hack, 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 hack. A map of the world, showing data feeds from thousands upon thousands of locations. This is an astronomical level of surveillance, and I presume it requires a lot of power. How are they gathering these recordings? They're using the toilets? Hack, 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 hack. Quantum Extortion Monthly Report. I'm sorry, what? As requested, here is the report on quantum extortion. Spybot production rates up 140%. Rift toilet shipments steady. Global coverage at 27.3% and climbing. 47 heads of state under surveillance, up from 31. The important mart, revenue from blackmail and extortion has risen 400%. The world is ours to squeeze dry. Soon we will literally have all the money. Such villainy brings a tear to my eye. Your faithful underling, Natalie. Mittens! What's happening to this place? The border between reality and the crux grows thin as we get closer to the machine. It's edging closer to annihilation. What do we do? I may have a solution. Keep moving forwards. There's a monitoring station above the machine. Enter it. I will soon return. Robot parts? How does robot production fit into all of this? Okay. And now we can use that to blow up the dog? Except that I'm the wrong one of us. I need it to be orange us, not blue us. So that I can walk out and then blow up the dog. Become theoretical and then blow up this dog. So we could both be over there, but I don't see how both being over there is helpful. Yeah, I'm not convinced both being over there is helpful. Come back. I guess both being over there is required, because we absolutely can't walk that way. So what am I missing? Isn't that just the same as we were? Maybe we're meant to average ourselves onto the conveyor belt? No. One of us is meant to go to the conveyor belt. But we can only merge as two. Right? Because if we try and merge now, I just become both of us here. Maybe there's some aspect of being on this that I feel like I want to be here and then invisible. What am I missing? I must be missing something. I am missing something that you can just jump down there. Okay. So now you can walk past Doggo. You can't jump in there for some reason? Because you're the wrong color. Okay. Well, that means I do want to average to in here. And then we split. And then we send Orange Cat back. Now we can send Blue Cat here. And then we can murder the Doggo. So yeah, I guess I just didn't realize that this was something you could traverse. Maybe there should be a ramp or something here? I think I have to... press this. Let you back. When I just get stuck? But it must be Blue Cat that goes to the other side, because that fence is blue. Maybe I can just position ourselves diagonally to kill the dog? That feels way too one-sided, and that shouldn't have worked. Right, we were much closer here than on the other side. Yeah, I don't feel like that's good. But oh well. Save. Not yet, says the game. Go the other direction. Fair enough. Hack, hack, hack. I've got to hand it to the team at Pavlov Industries. The spy bots they cooked up are wonderful. Small, mobile, waterproof, heck. They even lope around on their 3 legs like horrible little spider freaks. The circuitry shielding keeps everything ticking over, even after being split. Unleashing the twin bot protects them from quark bleed. It's my Aiden holes that are the true star of the show, though. For clarity, the process works like this. Spy bots split into a pair. Leash spybot pair for quark leak stabilization. Observe twin A to cause B to be theoretical. Twin B enters the toilet. Twin B exits the other toilet. Twin B, undetectable, while theoretical, gathers information. Twin A, here in the facility, contains the same. We use this information for blackmail, extortion, you name it. We are in full-on evil mastermind mode, and I'm having the time of my life. That's some welly level crazy methodology there. Oh, they're manufacturing spider robots, spy bots. But what about the quantum rifts? Oh, I meant to average myself over to there. Alright. Dun 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 dun. Can we average ourselves vertically? Save. average ourselves vertically. Grab the weight. Or push the button. I don't see how that helps me. Ah, okay. We can then blow up Doggo. Except... No? Oh, this is to press this. Alright. Okay, I now get below Doggo, and then engage in Doggo Explosion. Really? Okay, that doesn't blow up Doggo. To our surprise. We blow up Doggo... vertically? Yes, using the slightly dodgy averaging. I feel like that wasn't... Oh well, whatever. The intended order of operations there. Can't we average our way into the corner of the room? Yes, but we also need the weight. Yeah, here. So they split the toilet bot, and then they stabilize one, and then they send it through the toilet. The spy bots, they're being split. Quantum spider bots. The theoretical twin jumps into the toilet rift, and a spider bot crawling out of your toilet bowl, it's the stuff of nightmares. Oh, and stabilize myself and teleport to us. Aussie dev shining through. Hey, here the spiders in the Dunny will kill you. You gotta watch out for redbacks in the outside dunny. Things are getting unstable here. The crux is splintering, and reality shivers in response. You may have a solution. We form an entangled pair. The collar pendant is the fulcrum at which we pivot. The pendant stone is ether ore, the same material that generates the rifts. What are you saying? The pendant acts as a quantum rift pair. It is not assured, but it might work. We may establish a vector for the detritus to exit and flood back into reality? And we just throw the pendant into the machine, like some kind of quantum sabotage? That is correct, at least for you. The singularity might not be as easy to approach. I need to try something unorthodox. That sounds dangerous. Well, inaction is the graver choice. I must prepare. And g'day, Fit Boy. Now, is this helpful? Am I meant to average my... Ah, no, there's invisible... Alright. Then we average ourselves into there. Get the money. Hack, hack, hack. Save point. Hack, hack, hack. Time runs short. I'm close to the monitoring station. When I get there, what do? Open the vent hatch on top of the machine. When the hatch is open, get in position. I'll make preparations in the crux. Our shared nature and the entwined ether ore pendant will allow me to open a rift between the pendants. When the time is right, drop yours into the machine. And then detritus will flow through the rift and back into our reality? Is that how you think it will work? I'm certain it will stop the Orphan Devourer machine from functioning. Will it undo the damage in the crux? I don't know. And what will happen to you? Unknown. I'm so sorry. I can't let you go. It's too dangerous. We have no choice. This isn't just about us, but all of existence. Ah, you're right. How will I know when it's time? We're connected. You will know when I've made my preparations. Time waits for no cat. Keep moving. Okay, so there's that way, and... Is there a this way? There is, but this way needs something, so it's obviously we come back here once we've got the thing from the other area. Hack, hack, hack. New data in codex. We have to stop this. Okay, and then this lets us out the other side. I suppose we could look at our new thing. You're now a marked man. You'll be shadowed wherever you go. You even think about bringing this to the wider world, and that's it. You're gone, erased. Nothing stops this now. Not your instrument readings, nor your delicate scientist sensibilities, nor your deplorable moral compass. I should have known you would balk at the prospect of true power. Bad guy is moustache-twirlingly evil. Evil CEO. Orphan Devourer, production and shipping. Save. We can just average our position up to there. And then fall down. It's one of these ones where you have to be standing in it before you become theoretical. Hack, hack, hack. I'm really sorry. Are you okay, Aiden? You're worrying me. What's this about? If for whatever reason I don't show up to work, I want you to know I'm sorry. You were right, I should have listened. It's too late now, even writing this message is dangerous, but I have to tell someone, I have to tell you. I mean, we can become theoretical to get through that, and then do the next one. But now I'm a bit bamboozled as to how we make more progress. Can I use our averaging to bring me down to the middle? Okay. Hey, it's like Ada said, open the hatch, drop the pendant, and well, we don't know what happens after, but we'll take it one step at a time. Okay, so now we're both here. There's one here that I hadn't noticed. And now there's just the last one that's up the teleporter. Doesn't this just let us do the loop again? Yeah, I don't think we want to do the loop again. Hail Strezzo. Finishing Cute Cat game is what's up. Saving the world. Ah, okay. Last one. Then we'll have our final memory puzzle. No Puyo Puyo. If you want Puyo Puyo, you're free to stream Puyo Puyo. We are finishing this. We might do Puyo Puyo from Monday. Well, actually Tuesday, because Monday will be Movie Monday. We might do Puyo Puyo from Tuesday. Left, right, both. Easy. Sequence 2. Both left, right, both left, both. Both left, right, right. Come on. Both left, both. Both, left, both, left. Holy! Both. Left, right, left. Okay, and that opens the lift to the top. And then we save the world. Oh, I hadn't pressed the button. I'm an idiot. Press button. Now save world. The hatches are open. Time to get in position and wait for some kind of sign. Courage, don't fail me now. We need to leave? No, I probably meant to go in that door. In retrospect, I'm probably meant to go this way. Okay, I go this way and then that lets me average Bloomy across to here. Yes. we post-tube our way to freedom. Real abandoned sheep. Yeah, we're right at the end. Or at least what feels like the end. Huh? No idea. No, still no. But we can't get that. Incoming communication. Mittens! Susan! Thank goodness, comms are back. I presume you've saved the day. That's the short version. There was a big machine. We threw trash into it until it broke. Trash? Specifically, the detritus from the crux. That's my cat. Are you okay? How's Ada? Ada was in the crux. She used her pendant to open the rift. She said she'd do something unorthodox, and I've not heard from her since. The facility is tearing itself apart. You need to get out. I don't think there's a way, Susan. There has to be. I figured coming down here was a one-way ticket. Snap out of it, Mittens. We're not out of options. Look around. I'm sure you'll find something. I don't know, unless there's a... The hatch! I can get out of here. The chances of the hatch opening must be almost impossible. Ada, are you still out there? I was going to say maybe at the other end there's a push trolley, but I don't remember there being a push trolley back there. It just conveniently opens instead. No, we need to be at that end. No! Thank you. Way? That way. Susan, I think I found my ticket out of here. There's a transit system down here. Where does it go? No idea, but wherever this train goes, it's got to be better than here. Of course, a train saves the day. Definitely, let's get out of here. Oh, but it's our friendly concierge. Heck, it's you. Who's this? It's me, the eternal thorn in your side, you stupid AI. I fear you are mistaken. I am no AI. I'm making use of this AI screen to communicate with you. And you are? I am Ignatius Flagrante. I own this place. Oh no! All night long I've been receiving alerts from the facility. Power systems spontaneously activating, security camera feeds being hijacked, and now the entire production and shipping area has gone offline. You're welcome. Listen here, you little bleep! I don't know who you are or how you did what you did. Mark my words, I will not stop you until you are destroyed. Just like I destroyed your facility, try it. Bleep, you bleep of a bleep! You're nothing, you hear me? Nothing! You wait till my mother hears about this. She runs Capricorn International. Lucille will destroy you. Running to mummy, are we? I thought I was talking to a grown-up. Excessive expletive usage has caused this text parser to suffer a stack overflow. Shutting down. What a jerk. I'm glad I exploded his secret underground lair. Looks like this rabbit hole is deeper than I thought. Okay, into the unknown. Ada, if you're out there, I'll find you, I promise. Do, do, do. And it leaves open the possibility for a sequel, right? Maybe we have to go and find out what evil things Lucille is doing at whatever it was, International. So, It leaves the door nicely open for a sequel. Endless possibilities. I look forward to another game. Congratulations again, Abandoned Sheep, on making such a charming game. Through the last section, the only thing I'd have to say is a couple of the times when you use the averaging power, it doesn't quite feel like you're averaging. Like, you'll be 1/4 here and then 5/4 here, and you'll use the average and teleport to the midpoint that's there instead of, like, the actual midpoint. But, that was about it. And it took me a while to get my head around, like, for some reason I was big stupid and didn't realize that I could also use the collapse to the midpoint diagonally. So in the first office with like 3 dogs, I got stuck for a little bit because I didn't realize I could diagonally teleport, I think. That's about it. Otherwise, I quite liked this end section. Yeah, well done. It's great to see a fellow Aussie making some fantastic games. I've been very happy to play it. I have not 100%ed all the collectibles. I haven't gone back and opened all the level 5 access thingamajigs to get my golden collar necklace thingamajig. That might be something I do off stream. Do. Aww, for my father. Mittens and Susan will return. What about Ada? Ada's officially dead. Rip Ada. Then it said it would dump us back into if we continued the just before the final area thing, so we could go back and get all the other collectibles. I had a really lovely time with this. I think the jumping could be a bit tighter, but even with that, I still think it's like an 8 out of 10. If they fix up the jumping and a couple little things that I personally had issues with, I think it goes up to a 9 out of 10 for me. Does that even put it to our top new game for this year so far? Dragon Drive D Masters is also sitting on an 8. First Squadron Phoenix, the Star Fox-like, got an 8. The Posthumous Investigation, but that's... And Moses and Plato. And now this. So we've got 5 8s, but we've got no 9 so far this year. We'll have to see what the rest of the year brings. For now, though, this being done, what do we do? Well, I've been being a naughty boy and not been playing the dailies. Game complete. You may now travel normally. If you re-enter the espionage department, you'll be able to play through the finale again. Come back soon for bonus extra puzzles. Sure. So let's do the daily that I've been ignoring. Tickets, please. Complete the end of the game. Achievement unlocked. Back to bug fixing. Good luck. Well done again. I hope it does well. Yoink. What does flush controllers do? I assume it's like controller reset, Finboy. It was described somewhere as being like, if your controller's having an issue, use this to make it maybe be more sensible. I never had any issue that I felt like the need of that. Okay. So, from being Lion to playing Lion. Can we draft Lion today? Well, Planet Safari. Lion is an option. Tapir, electrum, and oil expanses. This plays well into all animals. Tapir does not. Tapir says go big plant, and so does oil expanses. Which is a bit yuck. We've got merchant. Merchant says produce more gold if it's unique, and only if it's a gem. He would go best in desert. Grasslands and jungle. We're meant to go all animal. So... rat. Leave this square for the thorny devil. Cat. Is that enough? It is not, but we do have money enhancing bug. So let's bug boost the cat, and that gets us to 3. We get our next person. We either want grassland animal or jungle animal. He's pretty decent for grassland animal. Is Electrum a gem? Let's remind ourselves. Yes. Yeah, then he can be grassland animal. He's just gonna have to deal with having more food and less gold than he might like. Now this would actually be a run where we could use the fire burning thing to our advantage. Because we could build a fair few things that we then intentionally burn down with the fire to get rid of them before doing the final safari thingamajig, which says don't have plants and rocks. I still think we go chicken. But we just don't be afraid to use the rocks as long as we can set them up in a way that gets everything burnt down. Which is to say clover will go there, and then 2 rocks here. You and the rock crystal. And then on this side, the animals are just going to have to be happy not being next to a field, I think. Certainly not 2 plants. Maybe I could live with 2. be like oat. Ferret. We don't actually want the oat. We do want the ferret. We do want the cat. Okay. That's him happy enough. We get our last person. We want jungle animal. Huntress is better than entomologist. Huntress, go. For animals, do we want the chicken? Or do we want the parrot? Or do we want the parakeet and claim that we can use the parakeet in the savannah? No, I think we want the parrot. It's the only one that gives us 2 animals. Now, unfortunately, she sucks for mysticism, so she doesn't really make good use of the parrot. You aren't especially good either. We wouldn't mind giving him the parrot. But then what the hell do we give you? This is a nice one to play and then erase. You're also a reasonable one to erase. Papaya. Rock, monkey. A regrettable tree. Rock. Monkey. The other kind of tree? I don't know that I really want to use one of our very limited allowed to have not animals up on that. But I guess we kind of need to. So, make monkey happier. Alright. We don't have to spend our bugs. We quick save. We see if we get offered a sensible era. Would we even have that? No, because we don't have savanna or taiga. We have desert. So, monument it is. Caesar gets to be richer. How did it go? We saved the world, and it left open the option for a sequel, and it even basically said there will be a sequel at the end of the credits. Chicken. An oat. The very happy chicken. We do need one more gold from you, though. I could use up our 2 bugs and just double bug his way to the rest of... Or we could give him one more element. I think we look at doing one more element, maybe. So instead we either want to get you food, or him more money as well. It's not really doable. So you food is the... So hamster, snake, parrot? We said she's not very good with the parrot, but... Now we could give you some snow and fill you up with animals that way. So rat, stoat, fluffy, bun bun. Gets her happy enough, and then she says, give me more animals. So we say stoat. Then she should expand to the parrot. Say she's more desperate for food than gold, so she needs the hunter. And then between the hunting and the parrot, hopefully she's... Yes, good for her next level, which gives us the draft. We can draft the Thorny Devil. Thorny Devil, go! And then the lizard would be happy next to the cat, because we boosted the cat. You can mausoleum up the lizard. He needs a little bit more strength. Look at our grassland. The animal one is the obvious answer. I didn't mention Oni? Huh? And I'm glad you're looking forwards to something. I hope it lives up to your expectations. We wanted this, but this won't exactly give you another element, which is what we were hoping for. I guess we could just give you an extra rock crystal. Or an extra German rock. We'll give you an extra German rock. And that gives you enough elements that you can have your Overseer. And then that gives you enough wealth that you're a happy boy. I'm looking forwards to this getting its final DLC, Proto. Although, it is a bit sad that it's the final DLC, but maybe they'll come out with a Reus 3. They did 1 and 2. Alright, we have to spend our bugs. You deserve one. Or do we want to make this super fiery? I don't think we care about it being fiery. I think we bug up you because you get more out of it. And then the same for the chicken. If you weren't waist deep in a heavily modded run, you had have jumped right into the testing version. Ah, you have early accesses? Go you. The people complete the pyramids. Age 1, 3-star, extra turn, extra upgrado thing, we get our bugs back, and 9 diversity prosperity. Merchant Age seems the obvious one. Although castles and knights in him... Oh, sorry, revolution in him would be okay as well, because we're going to get the super doggo. Everybody has, like, experimental for satisfactory. I mean, I can say I don't have it. I don't have access to it. But anyway. So, Maned Wolf. Maned Wolf, there go. Well, actually, we should see if we get any boosters first. Should we put normal animals here? Somehow I don't think they're going to give me the base game for free, Proto. I don't think you can opt into... to just, oh look, I get Oni for free. No, chicken and fox would go here happily. But we actually need chicken and gopher. Are we going to do a second field? Without a second field, gopher is unhappy. But I think gopher... No, Oni does not look super appealing to me. I didn't appreciate the art style. I think we live without playing an extra plant for you. So bird. Unhappy gopher. And then big wolf. It's like your version of Dominions. You didn't like it at first, but it slowly got better. This is gonna break our chain of... herbivores, which we kind of don't like, but... wolf... snake, the bird can go... the bird can go more or less anywhere. We even got lucky and got a money square. So you eat this and then get infinite food from your... convert animal into food thing. 40 bonus food becomes 700 close enough bonus food. We could bless this. You were bad at it first, and now you have multiple 100% runs. And we can percent boost the doggo. So a bonus 80% efficiency. 300 goes to 470, which gets copied twice in food. I guess we just double the snakes one. Alright. Is anything we get gonna be good for your culting? No, no. Eventually the Electrum is, so we can wait. There's no need to do this now. For you... you still need more animal. We can give you Fluffy Bun Bun. There's no animal option here, really. There's more bird. There's bird and bird payoff rock. This is pretty bad. I don't want to use our rerolls on a middle tier thing, though. So I guess we'll just accept Jungle Chicken. Buy our Planet Expand. Planet Expand there. Shove down Jungle Chicken. You can obviously have your tavern. That enhances the parrot. Okay. You are never going to be happy. I guess we could turn the market on eventually. Let's draft our desert and hope for something that's reasonably animal-y. Nothing is very animal-y. The rattlesnake is kind of animal-y. But that's pretty much it. guess we can do Rattlesnake Jerboa. And then spend one of our minerals. I think we're actually going to spend two. We'll do the topaz and the quartz. And that means we can have Jerboa here. Oh, or not, because that's a gold square, so we could conserve it for something maybe a bit better. No, that's about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know that I want to play two more things to get your market. Oh, actually, one more thing would get your market. Do they need to be distinct things? They need to be distinct things, so I can't repeat anything either. We could give him a bit of Savannah. And give him the Anger Doggo. So, Anger Doggo gem. I don't love that we've got that gem. But it does mean you can have your fully happy market. Okay. We were trying to wait for your cultist thing. In theory, 3 more goes a long way for you. Good. 3 isn't really easy to do. I could just play a second Thorny Devil and then maybe we erase this later. Probably does what we need. It is desperately close, but not quite close enough. Technically that would do it, even though we want to kill it. I suppose we could commit to killing it. So this and that, and then we commit to killing it. Okay. You are trying to wait. There's no way we get you 7 more food. That's just insanity. So maybe we have to accept the theater into our heart. Even though I wanted to wait for the cultist temple. clover. I did the wrong one. I want the clover. And I think we want to burn this down. I think we burn it down and we give you Firefox. Because burning this down will activate these two. Yeah, we'll play the dandelion and burn it all down. And that should also give you enough science. From these things getting their bonus science when they die, that other people can finally come and trade for something. We need to play one more thing. We had kind of committed to erasing these. We could erase those and play the two trees that we said we wanted to play. And what did Caesar invent with his German rock? He invented Predator Mantle. So we commit to the Kentucky coffee, and then that one can be Rubber Tree. Alright. Successful age. Pretty good money off the Revolutionary Quarter. Almost 1,000 bonus food. We've still got one more action, so we can do that Rubber Tree. Done. Now that equality has been reached, the tyrant can be punished. Down with Caesar. The revolutionary will be our new leader. Savannah, go. Okay, we are under the magic number for plants and rocks, so I don't need to worry about destroying anything. The revolutionary had best be comfortable with that guillotine. We should look at our next person. Painter, do you get copy gem? I'm pretty sure she does. Yeah, so she should have the new... She should exist here, and she should be the thing that gets the Electrum now. Because now that it's not Caesar, Caesar can't do it. So I kind of want her to exist, like here. This to be more grasslands. We say boost. Graft, graft. We say yes to Firefox and Hawk. And we boost this and we see if we get a mineral or a gold one. We get an everything one, that's obviously where the Electrum goes. But we need some more diversity first, so... Coyote. Hawk. That makes her happy, because these are some reasonable gold things. We're still 2 diversity off what we need for the Electrum. So I guess we shove down Firefox for 1. The German rock again, and then the rock crystal, and that will give us enough for the Electrum here. And then that should take her all the way up her happiness chain. Okay, Electrum time for her. This is going to be stupendous amounts of wealth from one thing. She can have a mausoleum. She's probably not getting a good mix of stuff. $3,500 Electrum. We complete the Lion Appreciation Center. Our final booster was Big Animal Boost. He goes straight up to an absurd amount of money. We're finished drafting to the other side. We need 1 more. I'm kind of inclined to just buy it. Yeah, I think I'll just buy it. And then what do we want? We probably want, like, eagle? Here. It's eagle. So now we can have Hoppo and Eagle. Eagle is a nice big military thing for him. Do we do it as an internal expand? Because we don't actually have that many more things to play, and we want to keep the connections. I think we do it as an internal one there, which we rarely do internal ones. Boost. Give him Hoppo. That gives us enough for Eagle. Eagle means we can militarize the Eagle. Watch number go up from the extreme wealth and military base output of the Eagle. Does he loop back around again? No, but he gets his level 51. Okay. Last one, we need to get up to 600 and then we no longer have requirements on plants and animals. And we can play as many plants and animals as we want. Now, one lazy answer says we should just bless the eagle and then monarch butterfly the eagle. And I don't see a reason to not do that. So eagle goes from 2,000 up to... $3,600, which is copied by this Animal Appreciation Center, which is copied by the military base, as well as the eagle itself. He's actually getting towards the point where you could think about him rotating over his final emblem again. The nice thing is the eagle gets bigger with all birds on the planet, so if we've got any other birds in other zones that we haven't played... we haven't played Snack yet, and we wanted to play Snack. We can look at who our last person is. Pirate Queen would do well with Mysticism, and the Miner would do well to eat all the minerals we haven't used yet. I think getting you your last 3 food is probably the easiest. Or last 2 food. Not giving you the tapir, no. I wouldn't mind giving you a rat, a stoat. Yeah, rat and a stoat seems... So maybe we have another tiny snow zone. That gets her happy with number of unique things. Which gets her mission done. Which gives us the draft, and then we can either draft rainforest or desert. Let's go with desert. We're offered falcon or rue. Rue scales with total animals. We have a buttload of total animals. It seems like the obvious one. Yeah, I can't see an argument for not Rue. I guess the argument for not Rue is that the other one he could copy, but he's already got quite happy amounts of gold. And he'll get decent gold from the Rue's mysticism. I think we eat these two. See if we can give you the root. We can give you the coyote and the emu. Which actually should have been the other way around, so let's roll that back. Should have been emu and coyote. Well, it was eat this, emu and coyote. And then that gives us enough. We can try and do Rue. I think I have to pay him to expand. Because sadly he ate that we don't want. We need more diversity for this still. So this has to expand a little bit further. Oh. I guess we can give you the eucalypt. The unhappy eucalypt. And then that gives us enough that we can play Rue. And then Rue hopefully gives you enough. by means of mysticism. That you finish. Okay, now we can play as many plants as we want. We're no longer plant constrained. Good. No longer plant constrained means... Planet expand here. She gets to have jungle plants. Honestly, an internal expand here and shoving down a rambutan next to this isn't insane. Yeah, I should have built her position differently, so that's on me. But now that we aren't tree constrained, we just go nuts with our trees. Have an agave and a papaya and a ramen. You can have a stone next to the ramen. You can have an amethyst and a topaz next to the amethyst. That should make her happy enough for her theatre. Let me do one more something and she should let us get her copy gem thing. We do have some animals here, and I guess we have the diversity to give her the tapir. You can have the aquamarine. She realizes that she should copy the electrum. Her gold goes absolutely brr. Problem is we don't actually have things to trade. We've got all these trade routes waiting, but no inventions. Extra rainforest draft. None of those are fantastic. The gold would be okay because of the kangaroo. But that's it, it would only be okay. It's still better than the others. I think. Other than maybe the helium wouldn't be terrible, but I don't have legacies. This would be more animals. And it would be another bird for scaling the bird that scales with birds, the eagle. That'll do. That invites where do we fit you? So we shove down some more space. You say who needs it more? The answer is obviously you. We have to pay you to expand to there. Extra turn buy. Magic gold place. Per gold go burr. Monkey that's quite unhappy. Lizard. This next to the gold is acceptable. Although we're going to have to pay her to expand to it. That should fix her food issue. Except that it doesn't work. Well, that's bugged. That's super bugged. That should be the better part of 500 food. No, that should be 1,000 food instead of... Ugh. Oh well, you can have some potato thing as well. That's so frustrating that that didn't work. Can we get enough to get a second Electrum? 6, 7... 8, 9... No, we've got no hope in hell of getting a second Electrum. Well, actually, with something like a Hoppo... 13... 13 is still so far from 17. So your twos are good, yours is garbage. could just give you another tapir. It's not amazing, but it should get her over her next thing. She can turn the tapir into tapir steak. We do have a somewhat sensible amount of things that oil wouldn't be terrible. The trouble is oil isn't a gem, so it doesn't help you there. And we have got our last person to play. The oil would go well with Mining Man. So let's make some space here and see if we can get the oil and Mining Man to be enough. Methane. Ouch. I need 2 diversity. And we have nothing that will do that. Really. No, the gems will, because the gems get bonus from your thing. So... quartz. Which gives us enough for the oil. And then the oil hopefully gives you enough to get fairly happy. Bullsmith. And we can't do any more from him because we can't get him enough minerals inside him. Alright. Last thing is blessing and more bugs. So we've got percent animal to work with. I can't really say we should use it on the tapir, so we should probably use it on the roo. So we bless the roo. We say a bonus 150% on the roo. guess you're luxury shopping the crappy thorny devil. Oh no, it's actually the jackal. Or the coyote, my bad. Your military base is fantastic. Her ring is fantastic. Your steak restaurant is meh. Your luxury shop is terrible. And you never got up high enough your chain because we don't have enough to get you another mineral. And then wouldn't you need more minerals anyway? Yeah, he'd need more minerals to get to his last one anyway, so we can't realistically get him his thing even if we did more. 3 nice inventions, though, so people are actually filling up all their invention slots with really, really nice steam turbines. Lamps. Okay, the modesty rings are a bit... But this one is fantastic, and that one is fantastic. And pretty much everyone will get them because they've got so many more. Yeah. So what else do we bless? We've got one thing left. We can percent the eucalypt. It's not terrible. We might be able to get enough to make the coyote happy for the fire. We double fire the hoppo. Gets us 1 off. So we could just fire the coyote and then the coyote gets full happy. And then you are noble, and then that makes this happier. And you copy it. And I think we're done. So I should have actually blessed the coyote here before I shoved down the thing on it. But otherwise, we're all good. Yeah, we could look at 2 more drafts. Would we have been able to get to lion? If we had committed to animal appreciation? Yes. We could have gotten to lion. Wrong zoning lion in here would have been really good. Or wrong zoning it in when it was touching you and giving you the lion for your luxury shop would have been good. Still, we're over 1,000. We can't complain. Over 1,000's a good score. A bustling planet full of excitement, animals, and humans live in harmony. Bing, 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 bing. Alright. The Electrum, then the Rue, then the Gold, because the Gold is effectively copying the Rue, then the Eagle, and then the Oil, weirdly enough. We edge out Jingo today by about 100. GG Jingo. Who didn't play his extra people, which is odd. Although he wins the day before because I didn't participate. And similarly the day before. We've been naughty for a couple of days in a row. Alright. We were distracted with playing the cute cat game. What do we do? What do we do? Or do we say it's time for me to go have dinner? Dinner break. I could see dinner break being reasonable. Yeah, we'll say dinner break. So we'll throw you over to pizza. I might be back in an hour, 2 hours or so. We'll work out what we're doing for this evening. Possibly the next daily, seeing as we have been behind and that's about to roll over. So it might well be next daily into question mark, question mark, question mark. Possibly more of the Age of Wonders campaign. We're getting almost to the halfway point there. Bit by bit. For now, though, break. Catch you in a while after dinner.